said to Omer, you know, we should bring a group over to train with Rob. Maybe we should also get him certified. Omer said to everybody in the gym, come, train for a week with Rob, get certified. Now, he's inviting people to be his competitors. I said, Omer, you know, this is not such a smart business move. He said, I don't care.
So it's October 27th, we're here at Hybrid, and we've been working with some Israelis that flew across the ocean to come and spend some time with us. At the end of this week, they're doing a level 1 certification, so they're all going to go home certified. One of them already is certified. He runs CrossFit Herzliya in Israel.
Omri Peled, the owner of CrossFit Herzliya, 30 minutes from Tel Aviv. Been doing CrossFit for almost 3 years, certified for 2.5 of them.
My name is Murray. I've been CrossFitting now for about 8-9 months.
My name is Jonathan Rausch. I'm from Tel Aviv, Israel. I've been CrossFitting for 1.5 years.
It's Rausch Homely. I'm doing CrossFit and just closed 1 year.
Dan, 36 years old, living in Herzliya in Israel. CrossFitting for 1.5 years or so.
My name is Rami Vardi. I'm from Israel, from Tel Aviv. I've been CrossFitting for half a year.
My name is Yaron. I've been doing CrossFit for the last, 6 months or so.
My name is Mo. I'm from Israel. I've been doing CrossFit for a little bit more than 2 years.
Kineret Granot, Israel. The rest, about 7 months.
That's why cyclists now have that. 6 months ago, Omri said, you know what? I don't mind people coming to be certified. I don't see this competition. I want to spread the word. I want more trainers out there. I want them to go to the military community. I want them to go to the community in general and change fitness in Israel. Maybe it's not the best business model, but it's been working for CrossFit all over the world. Open source. Let me bring as many people as want to come. Let them come, let them be certified, let them be trainers, let them open up boxes. I'll help them, whatever I can do.
We just doubled the amount of instructors in Israel. Doubled in one trip. And,
Smart.
And people that came from the box, if and when they'll want to open another box, I'll be there to help them, and I'll have people to work with in the future. Just letting the community grow and push the rest of the country to train. That's it. Having as many people that understand what we're doing to spread the word is the best thing that can happen. We get good people going around saying, listen, what we're doing is the best thing out there. Just come and see. Omri is he's a pioneer. You know, he's a guy the guy's got vision, and he invited his future competitors to come here and get certified and to learn, and he's doing that for CrossFit, and he's doing it for Israel, and I think that there's you know, he's leading a charge for sure.
Omri is hoping to introduce this into the military as the standard fitness regimen for all soldiers, and as service is compulsory in Israel. About 98% of the population serve, and we'd like to introduce it to the high schools.
Hey, great job, guys. I had an absolute blast. This was amazing. So, thank you. Omri, you know, you should be commended for inviting your fellow athletes and competitors to come here, and I think that it was a privilege for me, and I know Timmy, same thing. This was an absolute blast, and I'm just thrilled to have been a part of this. So, thanks, guys. You know that these guys are in for a treat. You know, they've already drank the CrossFit Kool-Aid, and now they're gonna get a healthy dose this weekend, and hopefully it even further arms them to go back and educate. And I think that's really the point of the level 1. It's that indoctrination. It's like, hey, let's show you exactly what we're doing here and why, so that you can go back and teach people and get them involved. So yeah, level 1 for most people is it was a good point in their life. You know, my level 1 was awesome. And I think most people would say the same thing. It's once you've made that commitment, and it's just one of those things that you remember that for a while.
Good luck with the bag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Thanks, Remy.
See you on Saturday, right?
Yeah, I'll be here. You did a great job all week.
Thank you.
Mo, thanks, buddy. Absolutely. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You guys feeling all right this morning? Yeah. Oh, they look pretty good, considering the weather.
Amazing weather.
Yes, lovely weather. So everybody made it here alive. Everybody's looking practice skull open, looks like.
So it was our first day at level 1 here. You guys are amazing. Whatever we wanted, asked, they really gave us questions. They helped us out a lot with everything, just their own, especially like tweaks to how you train, how to do this, how to do that. Finished off with a friend, obviously, as I guess everybody finishes it up, which was great. And you got this whole team dynamic during the frame, which is totally different than what I encounter. And the trainers, everybody is shouting, and it's just great motivation, great stuff. In the end, just grab beers with the guys, hang out a bit. It's unbelievable adventure here for us, anyway, for me.
Then we've got the test, right? So let's talk about the test for just a second.
Like everybody else, I'm a bit nervous about the test. Hopefully it will be okay, especially that it's not my native tongue, so it's going to be hopefully okay. But aside from that, basically I already sort of know what's going to happen today, so just going to have a great day with the guys. That's basically it, just enjoy my time here.
I want you to break back to your original groups, the med ball and the PVC. See you in about 5 minutes. Ready, great.
First time I've seen such a large group of people at a level 1 cert in the States that don't, English isn't their first language. They're all from the same country. Like I've had like 1 or 2 people come together from another country, but that's a stacked group.
Well, they're definitely enthusiastic, and I just think it's they've caught the CrossFit bug, and it's just a lack of availability of information over in Israel. And essentially, what's happening this weekend is they're now either doubling or tripling the amount of CrossFit trainers that'll be in Israel, which I think is a really cool thing to be a part of.
And they're just all fired up. They're crushing the workouts. Like they crushed Fran yesterday. I mean, one guy had almost like a 314 Fran. That's legit. Clearly, they're doing something over there.
Very exciting. Reviewing now some of the ideas behind the training instead of just the mechanics, the theories behind it. And it again reinforces the efficiency of the training program of CrossFit. Pretty interesting.
The lectures. I never sit down on my butt and study those stuff. I only practice in Omri CrossFit gym, and never look on this techniques on the board.
The enthusiasm is super high. Like they're all in the front row when we're doing lectures. They're taking notes and they're asking questions, and they're really into it. Always staying after a workout, or just wanting more and more information, which I love. It's like you can tell they're like a sponge. They want to soak everything they can before they go back home and sort of spread the word from what they've learned here.
They're very motivated, very interested in the material we're presenting. I mean, they're in there to learn, and they're in there to do the best they can.
So just like general enthusiasm in there. They're just eating it up and getting as much knowledge as possible, and they're a fun group, really fun group.
I saw the videos on the journal, so I know what to expect, but it's different when you do it on yourself, yeah.
For me, I was trying to get good cues for coaching, and just listen to the coaches and see what they have to say and how they look at movements. That was a really good experience for me.
First of all, the guys are really down to earth, low key kind of guys. They're not over and it's just the way you talk to them, you approach the way they approach you. They give us really a method that I can use immediately. From now on, take it to my box, back home, just use it.
And the trainers, we get to see Austin and James, great coaches, and Russell, they're great coaches. And you see them online and they're like big stars, and then you see them in person. It's great. It's really great.
Amazing, very good. Very professional, nice, amazing.
Professionals, absolutely professionals. It's about the smallest tweaks and things that they give you. Hold your hand like this, don't do that, do that. If your client is doing this, just hold his legs and then see what happens, and then poof, oh yeah, this is something you cannot get in the manual. So those are the smallest wins that you can really gain out of the level 1 for me. It's just seeing the trainers train. Because information you can read, but it's different when it's live in person with those guys.
The basis when the moves and when the movement starts and finishes, you learn it from your coach or whatever in your box, but it's not particularly the same.
Instructors were able to convey technique, philosophy, and really ideas in a simple and straightforward manner. It seemed natural. A lot of the movements seemed natural. The progression seemed natural. It flowed well, and it was a great group environment.
It's clear to me that it's a very performance-driven culture. Like, they want to do well on this test. They want to prove their fitness to us in a way, being here. And every time that we pointed something out to them that they needed to do better at, there was never any issue of ego clashing. It was, okay, I see it, I'm gonna make this better, thanks. Like, there's humility there too. It's neat. It's cool, they're a good group of people.
Back inside. We need to go ahead and start passing out some items. So really the only thing you should have with you in hand right now is that registration number, whatever it's written on, and a writing utensil.
Yeah, I just showed up to do the test. Seems like it's been a really good cert. Asking everyone how my guys did. They had fun. Everybody's really nervous to see how we'll go through this. I must admit, I'm nervous myself. Hate tests, but it's cool. It's so cool.
A little bit nervous. I'm afraid that I'll overthink some of the questions, and I hope it'll work out well.
I'm good. I read briefly half the material. Things human body, different movements that you do every day. In your box or whatever, or in daily life.
Alright, it's not for time, by the way. The test begins in 3, 2, 1, execute. Good luck.
The test was interesting. Many of the questions were very straightforward, and overall it was a fair test.
I feel good. Went well.
Hope for the best.
Hope for being lucky.
I think I did good. If not, I'm gonna come back. It's a reason. It's an excuse.
If I can get another 20 minutes, it was perfect.
And I hope I passed, and if not, I'll be back, to take it again. It's a chance for you to find out what you know and what you need to practice. So it's all good.
I hate exams. That was fair. That was fair. I think if I spend the time, if I join the group and listen to what I remember I learned 2.5 years ago, it was pretty easy. This guy really stressed me out. He came out like 15 minutes after we started.
He's a smart guy. brain, computer, Hong Kong, friends.
You know what? You know why we finished faster? We extended our hips during the exam. We drove and protected the midline. What?
He told you not to stand up during the test.
That's why they took the test away from me.
I extended from my heel.
I also need to thank every one of you. It's been great teaching you. It's been great working with you. You guys are a fun crew. And I also need to thank my trainers in red back there for coaching me.
It was an incredible amount of information, and now as a group and as individuals we have to bring it together and implement it and change a country. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's nothing like going to a different box. I mean, in Israel we only have the one affiliate so far, and so being able to get out of your element, out of the usual stuff that you're used to doing, completely different equipment, all sorts of different things, it just takes you out of your comfort zone, and it's just a completely different experience. It's just great. Highly recommend it.
This entire week was amazing. You get to see different gyms, different atmosphere of people. Rob Orlando and everything. Level 1 was super interesting. I would say it's a really good, just been a great week. Hopefully I can take some of what I've learned here and bring it back home to run this.
It's nice to train here because the mentality is different. People come to train, you know, and it's, in Israel it's a bit different. It's like you come, it's like a coffee shop. Here it's, you know, it's different. You see people like you. It's nice.
It was a great 2 days. Had a lot of fun. Practicing the movements and hearing about nutrition and programming. And we trained in the snow. It was great. It was really great.
I got an appetite now. Seriously, I want to do everything. I want to go to every cert.
People who love CrossFit really need to do the level 1, the strongman, and the certs that they love. The powerlifting or the rowing or the kettlebells. It's a great experience.
It's been awesome. I mean, I enjoyed watching those lectures with those coaches. Each one of them is great. And honestly, I've been waiting for this weekend for a long time, and this is kind of a dream that I made come true. And it was very interesting, and I can't wait for the next seminar.
It was an incredible experience, a lot of enthusiasm from the participants as well as from the instructors. A lot of things that would explain to me while training CrossFit became clearer. You saw other people explain movements in different ways, and sometimes it just speaks to you, and even if you understand it, you walk away with the tools to be able to explain it to somebody else in a variety of ways. You never know which one is going to hit that person.
I never sit and learn this stuff. I just doing it in the box. It was I learned new stuff and I will use it.
We're taking back lots of experience, and we met a lot of really nice people, which really helped us get exactly what we came here for, more knowledge. Going through the level 1 is always interesting, just getting to listen to the material and everything from coaches like that.
You know, the coolest thing about this is, like, yeah, you get you fitter, you get stronger, you do some awesome stuff on Fran, but it's the community aspect that's really fun, and to see and be a part of it growing that far and wide, I think is so cool. And it's, you know, you're just enthusiastic to walk around and think about, hey, maybe I'm in Israel on vacation with my family, and then there's just a dude wearing a CrossFit shirt. He's, you know, automatically a friend, which is a kick-ass experience to be a part of something like that.
I've been to a couple different countries teaching level 1s, and one of the most amazing things that I always see is that you go into this place where culturally it's just night and day. Like, these people are clearly different. They clearly have different values. They clearly have very different, you know, ways of doing things. And yet you walk into a CrossFit gym, they're all the same. It's the same people.
The most fundamental thing is that this is really a training regimen that's available to everybody. It's very effective. It's time efficient, and it's an amazing community. All you really have to do is show up. and the community supports you, and that's the way it should be.
I'm intrigued to see how people will react to people that used to be members till now that are going to start being coaches. To trust them, and it's interesting just to watch it from the side how they react. You know, you were just one of us a second ago, and now you're telling us what to do. It should be interesting. Yes, but the guys that are here all of them are great, and I'm sure they're going to do a great job.
I would ask people from the CrossFit community just to come visit us in Israel. Now that you have met some of us, you know you have family over there. Come. What's taking you so long?